For loading paper, you will need the following items: a roll of paper, clean gloves, a plastic or cloth sheet. This is, you spread it where you will be loading the paper to prevent the paper from getting dirty. You will also need a firmly squeezed damp cloth and a dry cloth. To reload paper, you must do the following. Open the front door. With this handle, pull out the paper supply section. With both hands, hold the reel plates and remove the spindle from the printer. Next, you need to clean the paper supply section. And you are going to vacuum all the paper particles and paper dust in this section. The rollers, inside, and the side door. You will be wiping the dirt using a firmly squeezed damp cloth. And you are going to wipe on the side of the door any dirt that you may see inside the paper supply section. Just keep wiping. And then also wipe this roller. With the damp cloth, firmly squeezed damp cloth, clean this roller. Manually rotate the roller with this blue knob, and while you're manually rotating, keep cleaning any dust, paper particles. Then take a dry cloth and wipe it. Do not load any paper until this roll is completely dry. You can let it air dry. We will continue by removing the reel plate and the paper core. You're going to take the spindle, take the reel plate, twist it to unlock it, slide it out, set it down. Take the paper core, slide it out, set it on the side, and place the spindle and the other reel plate down. You will need to clean the grooves of the spindle with a firmly squeezed damp cloth. And you're going to take and clean all the grooves, wipe them out, and what you're doing is wiping any paper dust. Take the reel plate, wipe it, wipe the outside also. So now that we have wiped all the grooves from paper dust, take the other reel plate and make sure that you wipe the sides and around it also. And we're wiping out for any paper dust or paper particles left. And you do this with a firmly squeezed damp cloth. And you're done. Now you're ready to load paper. We have this cloth that we are using to prevent from getting the paper dirty. We'll also be using clean gloves. Same thing, to prevent the paper from getting dirty when we're loading it. We're going to take the paper and take it out of the plastic bag. On the side. We take these plastic caps that keep the core from getting deformed. We have the paper. We set the paper on the cloth. And we're going to take the spindle. We're going to insert the spindle into the paper. Next, we have the reel plate. And with it open and twisted, there is two blue dots. There's a blue dot on the reel plate and there's a blue dot on the spindle. We're going to align those dots and slide the reel plate all the way in, and we twist and lock the real plate into place. And that's how you load the paper. Okay, next we'll be placing the spindle unit in the printer. You want to pay attention to the winding direction of the paper when you're placing the spindle in the printer. Make sure that you're going to be loading the paper up this direction. You don't want to load the paper in the opposite direction. That will be loading the paper backwards. So you turn around and you place the spindle in the paper supply unit. Make sure that you push it back all the way. It's in position. You're going to take these handles, these blue handles, lift them up to release the paper supply unit, and push it back all the way in till it's in place. You're going to double check your guides, and this one is set to 6-inch paper, your paper width guides. You're going to take the paper, take the tape off, and take the protective paper, covering, take it out, move it out. And you're going to take the paper and load it between the paper width guides. You can take this blue knob, roll it backwards to load the paper, and make sure the paper is about 5 millimeters above the roller, and make sure that it's also parallel to the roller. Take any paper slack, move the spindle to take up any paper slack, and that way your paper is loaded correctly. And next, you close the printer door, paper is loaded.